10 seconds that changed my life perspective forever. Tony Stark is the most charismatic character in the whole MCU. In Tony's own words, he's a genius, billionaire, playboy, and philanthropist. He is on the top level, but he's not perfect. He's got some flaws. First, let me tell you his rule. It's a sense of urgency. In Iron Man 3, there is a scene between Tony and Pepper where Tony says to Pepper, "Gods, aliens, other dimensions, I'm just a man in a can. I love you. I'm lucky, but, honey, I can't sleep. You go to bed, I come down here. I do what I know, I tinker. Threat is imminent, and I've got to protect the one thing that I can't live without, and that's you." Now, if you have watched MCU movies, then from these lines you can understand what Tony really means. Tony has a sense of urgency, an urgency to save and protect Pepper from all alien attacks. So, he obsessively upgrades his suits. He builds multiple suits and sets hundreds of powerful weapons in his armor. He wants to be fully prepared before the threat arrives. He wants to stay ahead of time, and that's why he stays in his lab almost all the time. Even Tony Stark became Iron Man, only to save himself from death. He built an arc reactor in a cave from just pieces of scrap. Besides fighting the evils of the world, Iron Man also has to fight with his own death, whether to save himself from that terrorist cave or to find an alternative to poisonous palladium in his chest. He has to find a way to save his life. Death is the ultimate form of motivation. You can see his Iron Man suit upgradation in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. That shows how hard he would have worked on his suit and improved it, only because of fear of losing Pepper and to save other people from alien attacks. So that scene of about 10 seconds completely changed my perspective on life forever. And now, I always try to have a sense of urgency in my life. If I want happiness in my life, I just find ways to be happy as I don't wait for the perfect time. Because I don't know what the future holds for me. I study mathematics and physics. I just want to know everything fast, in advance. And this helps me a lot to complete my learnings before my own target deadline. In conclusion, like Tony Stark, we must also obsessively upgrade our knowledge, understanding, and skills to stay current. If you have any sense of urgency, it could be to save your loved ones or to achieve some goals very soon, etc. For example, what if you're going to die tomorrow? What would you do with that time? Well, you would do the things that are most important to you. Then, you'll have a sense of urgency. A sense of urgency will save you, inspire you to work hard, and to make tough decisions in your life, like Tony Stark.